if you let the fear that somebody else is going to make fun of you control what you do with your time here, what do you really have to lose versus what do you have to gain by putting yourself out there and sharing what you have to share if you want to, you know? And I'll be honest, you have a lot more to gain. So tonight I'm going to be doing a video all about confidence and kind of gaining confidence for online creativity or just your creativity in general, finding the self-confidence and the self-esteem to put yourself out there online and to get over that fear. I know that was a big fear for me, and I get people all the time messaging me talking about they want to do YouTube or they want to do Instagram, but they are too scared of people talking about them or not measuring up to their own standard. And I just wanted to sit down and talk about it. I wanted to kind of come to you person to person. That's why I didn't really put up a big facade tonight. I have all my pajamas. Get yourself a drink, a nice tea perhaps. I have orange tea tonight actually. Let me see if I can find the name. Wild Sweet Orange by Tezo. But I just wanted to talk to you, give you my tips, and kind of let you know what helped me get over that fear, because that was something I lived with until I started my channel. Kind of got over it. It's currently 12:45 as I'm filming this. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm always up at, I mean, the late hours of the night. My roommate's out of town tonight, so your girl can be up and talking. Anyway, also I hope you like this more chill video. I really like the idea of filming some videos a little bit more relaxed, and I also really like watching people's videos that are more relaxed, so I hope you like this. Also, a lot of people were asking me about like logistics, like how do I make my thumbnails, going about tagging, editing, that kind of thing. And I just want to say that that is a whole other video, and I will make it. Can do a whole series about like how to YouTube stuff, you know? But this video in itself is just about gaining the confidence, because that is a whole can of worms that I feel like a lot of time gets overlooked by people. The logistics, we can all learn the logistics, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. The confidence, that's a little tougher. So my first point is something that has been very applicable to my life with starting YouTube, as well as starting Phrase, which if you don't know is a small business that I co-own with my friend Liz. And that is that you will never be ready. There will never be a time where everything lines up, where you're like, okay, I'm at the perfect place in my life, in school, in work, to take this leap of faith, to make videos and to put myself out there. You'll never have the perfect filming setup. For me, I always thought, okay, well, I don't really like how my teeth look, so I'm gonna wait until my teeth are perfect before I start. And it's been, what, 9 years since I wanted to make videos, and my teeth are not perfect. So that's, you know, it will never be perfect. And on top of that, who wants to watch perfection? Like, to watch something that's, I don't watch anyone that I think is, I don't really know that anyone's perfect, but people that I think are unattainable or like, you know what I mean, come off as aloof. That doesn't resonate with people. People are all different and unique and real. So I encourage you to, instead of looking at your imperfections as holding you back, to look at them as a thing that you can honestly promote and use to further yourself, you know? I haven't necessarily been the best at this. I haven't really talked about things that I don't like, you know, in my insecurities, but everyone has them, and to be able to talk and kind of share yours with people empowers everyone. So I hope that this isn't sideways. Like, I have a really bad feeling that this is tilted. I'm gonna try and fix it because I'm stressed out. Okay, so my second tip is to completely own what you're doing, even if you're faking it. Like, if you have to fake confidence until you have confidence, literally do it, because the worst thing you can do is to hide or to be scared and like cower and then have people find what you do, be it like maybe you have a second Instagram where you post your outfits or your art, or you have a YouTube channel and then people find it and you like have been secretive about it, and then they're gonna be like, oh, this is tea, I'm about to spread this like wildfire. When if you own that 100% and you're like, this is what I'm doing, I'm proud of myself, I'm taking a leap of faith, who can, you know, really roast that? I mean, someone can, but what does that look like? Stupid. They look stupid, because it's like, why would you roast someone for having fun? Which, that's really the core of all of this. I was listening to a Gary Vee podcast. I don't know if you guys listen to him, but I mean, I feel like he's pretty popular, so like you probably do. But and he was talking, and he was like, imagine being at a place in your life where you see someone and you literally comment something mean or try to bring them down. What does that say? I know everyone always says that says more about the hater than it does you, but for real, like, have you ever in your entire life, for real, commented publicly, be that online or in real life, about somebody else doing something that makes them happy? It's just kind of weird just kind of like, why would you spend your time? It's actually really sad. Sorry, I'm like itching. I think something bit my arm earlier. I don't know like if it's mosquitoes are out again or what, but all I know is I've seen, I mean, you see things all the time on Instagram or on TikTok or on YouTube and you're like, ooh, I don't know that I would do that or I would wear that, but I've never in my life thought to comment. I just scroll past it. It's not for me, you know? So people that actually spend that time, it's honestly quite sad. And that's all there is to it. I started reading a book over winter break, which is called You're a Badass, and you've probably seen it in bookstores. I know I had the cover really caught my eye. I'll link it down below. It's cheaper on Amazon. But one of the quotes in there that I marked, because I was like, I literally love that, it was about how sometimes someone will see somebody else completely wholeheartedly running after their dreams and doing it with full confidence, and it will upset them because they have spent their entire life creating a narrative as to why they cannot do that and why they can't follow their dreams. So seeing somebody else throw caution to the wind and work for what they want can be really upsetting to some people who have been like, I can't do that because A, B, C, which is again really sad. It's a really sad life for that person and I hate it, but here we are. If you're afraid of doing something and having friends at school, talk about it. Those people are not your friends. If they would literally talk bad on you for taking the risk or taking the chance of starting a YouTube channel, they are not your friends. I know that is hard to hear. I know it is. And I know that it's hard to see the end of high school or even college, but literally you have to think about your life. How can you see something as precious as the time that you are given here and let somebody else control it, or the fear of what somebody else might say? You don't even know that they're going to say anything, but if you let the fear that somebody else is going to make fun of you control what you do with your time here, it just really upsets me whenever I catch myself doing that, or I catch myself letting somebody else's opinions or even my fear of somebody else giving their opinion get into my head, because I'm like, I'm letting somebody else live my life. And I think a lot about this. If somebody says something about me behind my back or to me, they say that thing and then they move on and they're living their life and they're probably sad. I have to live with my life and my choices. So if I'm acting in my own best interest and doing what I like, then it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter at all what someone says about me, because I'm happy. Okay, I wrote number 3, just like fear of talking to the camera, and for that, literally I would this is the weirdest advice. I talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I talk to myself in the car. I talk to myself when I'm getting ready, and I'm sure a lot of you do too, because I see it on TikTok. I see y'all making those jokes about doing night routines and shit. That is what I've done my entire life, and that just kind of got me ready because I like was used to just talking to nothing. Try talking to yourself. I'm not kidding. And then maybe try filming yourself. Try filming yourself doing your makeup or something, and maybe you're not confident the first time around and you delete them a few times and then finally you post it. I mean, just to kind of get yourself out there and kind of get yourself talking.
As I'm editing, I'm thinking about this, and whenever you film, literally, it's just you talking to one person. I mean, you might get a lot of views, but those people, if you get, say you get 100 views on your first video, that is not 100 people sitting in a room watching you together. That is one person, 100 times, 101 people. You know, but it's one person sitting at their computer, sitting in front of their phone watching your video. So you're literally just talking to one person. Enjoy, love. That's my advice.
What do you really have to lose versus what do you have to gain by putting yourself out there and sharing what you have to share if you want to, you know? And I'll be honest, you have a lot more to gain. I did not know what was going to happen when I started YouTube, and I cannot even explain how wild it is to have the opportunities that I have had through YouTube, and I don't have a huge following. However, I am very thankful for everyone who watches my videos and comments on my Instagram pictures, and I know you if you literally, like, I recognize people, and I don't know, like, just to have those strong connections and friendships on the internet is like literally insane, you guys. I mean, 10 out of 10 do it. Because if your friends at school start roasting you, guess what? It doesn't matter, because you'll have friends on the internet. Hey, what's up? I'm your friend. If you literally ever need anyone to talk to, I'm like kind of rambling right now, but dead ass, DM me or comment on here. I mean, I'm so absolutely not getting at any point at all. I'm your friend and I am here for you, and I'm rooting for you. Okay, so number 4, this is my 4th point that I wrote down, is self-acceptance, which again I wrote what do you have to gain versus what do you have to lose. Kind of went over that. Literally, what do you have to lose? I mean, unless it's like you're gonna film like a little kid and you're a daycare teacher, in which case you're gonna lose your job. So like, don't do that. But you're a student and you're really interested in videography, and you're really interested in fashion, or you're really interested in beauty, what do you have to lose, for real? Post yourself. Literally post yourself. You will be surprised at the amount of beauty brands that want to reach out and collab with you, or beauty influencers that you can kind of grow with along the way and be friends with, or fashion brands that will help you out, send you clothes, they want to see you win as well, and maybe even money one day. Maybe you really like videography, okay? So you're filming yourself, you're learning how to edit those videos. I mean, the wealth of knowledge. Also, you will learn along the way, no matter what you were trying to film about. You'll learn about filming, videography. You'll learn about SEOs, like with tagging your videos. You'll learn about graphic design, making your thumbnails. Honestly, journalism, like writing those catchy thumbnails, or I mean, writing those catchy titles. Okay, and number 5, this is something that I've talked to my friends about. My friend Lauren has a channel, and she was like, I was a little nervous to start it because I didn't want you to think that I was trying to steal your, you know what I mean, like your thing. And I just want to say that the internet is a big place. The internet is freaking huge, and there's enough sunshine for everyone, so I don't want you to ever, anyone, if your friend has an Instagram, or you know what I mean, just, I don't know, there's enough sunshine for everyone. This isn't even, I don't even have a title for this point, but I just wrote, there's enough sunshine for everyone. And if your favorite girl on YouTube has like a BFF, then wouldn't you watch her too? You know, I mean, like, we can all win together. It doesn't have to just be one person. And it's actually better if it's not. Let's all go. Let's all win. And then I also wrote, people think it's weird, but it's not. Because I was out, and a girl came up to me and was like, hey, this is so weird, but I watch your TikToks and your YouTube videos. I'm like, first, that is literally not weird. Like, what's weird is that I film TikToks on my camera and edit them on iMovie. Like, that's what's weird. But I like it, so it doesn't matter. But everyone watches YouTube, and everyone uses social media. It's literally not weird to try and carve your own little slice of that, because it's a fun place for everyone. Ask yourself, what can I teach others? How can I give other people value? If you are always giving value, you will always succeed. I'm dead serious. Like, and that's also the easiest way to kind of get started out. What do people ask you about? Do people say, hey, I'm going out tonight, can I look in your closet? Or like, what do you think I should wear? Or how should I edit this picture? Or how would you do my hair? Or how do you use this kind of makeup? Or how do you film this? Or how do you study for tests? Like, I'm telling you anything. How do you thrift? How do you balance school and a job? Like, I'm dead serious. Whatever it is. I think every single person, I'm not kidding, this is the Kris Jenner in my brain, every single person has their thing that they are literally currently doing that could help somebody else, and that can become topics on the internet. Like, it does not matter. If you like it and it is the thing that you do, if it's going to work and going to school, sweet. Guess what we're going to vlog about? Going to work and going to school, and we're going to talk about balance, we're going to talk about that kind of stuff, you know? I mean, literally, I'm telling you.
My memory card ran out of storage, but I wanted to leave you with one final quote that Liz told me today, my co-owner of Phrase. Liz heard a quote actually today from a lady that she met, which was that her fear of not living the life that she wanted and always dreamed of was bigger than her fear of failure. And I thought that that was iconic because, I mean, failure, what is it? There is no success without failure, first of all, and it's a learning opportunity. So if you fail, or, I mean, I don't even think anything's a failure, because if something just doesn't go as you plan, then guess what? You learned something and you're going to do it different next time. So anyway, let the fear of not living the life that you plan for yourself be bigger than your fear of failure. And I leave you with that. Okay, I love you guys. Again, I'm going to do a bunch of videos about YouTube and how I do, logistical stuff. I kind of do stuff in a weird roundabout way, but it's how my brain works. I hope you will follow along. I hope you'll follow me on Instagram, and we can chat over there. If you ever want to talk, I got you. If you have any questions, let me know over there. I love you. Thank you. Bye.